In our last video, we embarked from Seward, Alaska, with just enough miles ahead of us to call for an oil change or two, as we bumped and puttered down the Alaskan Highway. Our destination? Washington State. Well, then the West Coast, and then the Southwest, and eventually New York, just in time for Thanksgiving. You get the picture. The fact of the matter is, camping in the snow was fun for like a day when you're sleeping in a rooftop tent, and we were ready to book it to more southerly locations.
Morning. Gonna get some coffee going, make a little breakfast, some overnight oats actually, and hit the road, cross the border, hopefully before too long.
And so, on our last night in Alaska, we left the dark and cold for the open road. Here's an idea of what our days from the Alaskan border to Washington looked like. Leave camp when it's dark, arrive at camp when it's dark. I like to call these end-of-day convos comfort food confessionals.
What are you having?
Sounds good. Mine is pad thai with shrimp and peanuts.
We didn't have shrimp in it.
I didn't either.
Nice.
What do you have?
Smoked 3-bean chili, gluten-free and vegan.
Nice.
Yeah, all the good things. Is it supposed to be soup?
It's a chili, so
Okay, yeah.
I don't really know.
Looks about right. Maybe a little bit brothy.
It probably is going to be challenging to eat out of a bag, to be honest with you. No.
Not bad for a dehydrated meal.
Mine's good too. Need some salt or cilantro on top.
Of course. Mine needs shredded cheese on top.
Mm-hmm. Sour cream.
Mm-hmm. Maybe some tortilla strips.
Oh yeah. Lime juice.
Well, now we're pushing it.
Goes backpacking and takes all the fresh herbs and fruit. And
What was your favorite thing about the Alaskan Highway today?
getting to the campground and eating supper.
Okay.
No.
Really think I'm gonna spill this on myself?
Probably just the views. It's always pretty.
Yeah,
As boring as the drive gets, it's always pretty.
I agree.
What was your favorite part?
I think, yeah, the views too. Like, Alaskan Highway is just a tad bit scary to drive, but always pulls you onward.
Yeah.
It's just so far out there and wild.
True. Not predictable.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
it's a little bit more predictable now that we're driving it for the second time,
you know
but
about it. Yeah.
conditions are a lot different this time.
Better. Yeah.
Better?
Oh, I thought you meant road
No, the road
conditions.
is a little bit better.
The snow is
The
annoying.
snow is worse.
But the roads are better. I just remember the last day of the trip up here was just all day long. It felt like bumping.
That's the worst part about. Yeah. Wrecks your suspension.
So it's actually really good. And actually seems like it might for real be 2 servings.
Nice.
To which I am very
They don't lie.
surprised.
Just gonna hold this and warm my hand up.
This day down through British Columbia brought a lot of backcountry driving, grizzly sightings, snow, and long hill climbs. which, if you've ever driven a 30-year-old Land Cruiser that's loaded full, you know you're in for the long haul in the slowest lane possible.
Filled up with gas, and we're like an hour and a half away from our campsite in like central British Columbia. We did a lot of backcountry driving today. We're finally to a little bit more of a main highway here. Feels good. Got our Tim Hortons. We're gonna go to a Starbucks, but it was in the middle of a grocery store, and we're kind of supposed to do the whole social distancing thing. So, Tim Hortons it is.
More Canadian that way, you know.
Yeah, eh? I feel like I'm in the middle of this intersection. So we made it to a little park in Burns Lake, British Columbia. It's kind of out in the open, right by the road, but it's free, so can't complain. We're gonna just do a little workout while we're waiting for our instant meal to thoroughly cook. So let's get it.
In
my boots, I
our
guess.
duck boots.
Yeah,
Of all-
in duck boots and jeans. Oh, my timer's going off.
Let's start again and
I just repeat the 8 minutes.
yeah. Ready?
Same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70.
Oh, that sucked more than it should have for an 8-minute workout, but it's better than nothing. And yeah, I've definitely been sitting too much on the road for hours on end, so need to get the muscles working again.
Sucked.
Yeah. Now time to eat some chana masala.
Don't it?
Chickpeas, white rice, coconut milk, tomato, and turmeric. So all in all, a good day. That was a lot of driving.
Yeah.
I feel like halfway through.
So much driving.
I was like, surely you don't have another 6 hours.
I think it was better for me than yesterday for some reason though. I was more like prepared for it or something.
It was worse for me.
And then it's like warmer. Okay, it's not warm, but it's like
It's-
40s instead of 20s, so
Well,
40s instead of 30s.
yeah.
So it feels a lot warmer, which is nice.
It was cool to, it was all new roads for us, so it was cool to
That was fun.
see that.
Yeah.
New country. Saw a black bear, saw a grizzly bear run across the road in front of us.
Yeah. It's cool.
Another day down, another day in the books.
One more to go.
We're about 2 hours, 40 minutes from our campground tonight. So probably about just over 2 hours from the border before we cross back into the States, into Northwest Washington. Very much ready to be at our campground, tired of driving. But at the same time, it is a gorgeous drive. We're driving like down next to this river, the Thompson River. Hey, there's another Land Cruiser. Check it. And yeah, it's down through like this canyon. Really cool views. So, white water rapids down below. Just chugging along.
Okay, we're finally in Washington. It's about 6:30. We have about like 10 more minutes to our campsite. And it's already getting dark, and it's also very rainy. It's supposed to be rainy tonight and tomorrow. So, should be a fun time setting up camp and all. But we're just excited to finally be here and be done with driving for a while.
Yeah, buddy. Unless you want to shoot, because it's so dark.
We set up camp quickly, made some comfort food, and settled in for the night. Even though we still had thousands of miles ahead of us, we were excited about the changing weather and the new scenery that the road ahead would bring.
It's a golden she's got